You know what I want to tell you? And I said this before, overcome the bondage of other people's opinions. Your thoughts for you are better for you than the thoughts of another. You can like something about yourself that I personally don't like, but it's not me having to wear that thing or have that thing. It's you. I can like something about me that you don't like. There's a lot of people that don't like things about me, that don't like things that I do, but that's their problem. It's not mine. What brought me to this morning is, or just now is, there's an older guy I was talking to this morning. He has such a good spirit, and he has a nice beard growing in, and it's so beautiful. It has different colors and stuff like that in it, and it's so full. And so as I just was walking past him, I said, "Your beard is so nice," and he was like, "Really?" He said, "You like it?" I said, "That is nice. It fits you." And then, it's chilly out here. It's cold. My face is cold. And I said, "So I bet it keeps your face warm." He said, it certainly does. Especially yesterday, it saved my face. He said, "I was thinking about cutting it." And then another lady, she walked over. And this is a older lady. She walked over. She said, "I don't like it." She overheard the compliment that I was giving to this guy. And she goes, I can't stand all that hair on a man's face. It doesn't look good to me. Just saying all this negative stuff. And when I looked at him, he just, held his head down. And I said, "What do you like?" He said, "Well, I never really had a beard like this before. I never had one come in like this before." He said, "I bought a beard trimmer, but I didn't want to mess it up." But he said, "I post a picture on Facebook." He's like, "You say you like it, but some people don't." And I had a picture of me on Facebook, and people were leaving mixed comments and stuff like that. And so I probably just cut it. I said, "Why would you cut your beard?" And she was still standing there. And then she started to try to get a word in, and I overtalked her because I didn't want to hear the word that she wanted to get in, because it was nothing but the spirit of negativity. She wanted to further come out of her mouth and say something negative about this man's beard and break his confidence about his own beard, when first of all, nobody was talking to her. Nobody asked her to walk up on our conversation. And so I overtalked her, and I said, "What do you like? Do you like your beard?" And he said, "Yeah." He said, "Because I never had one come in this full before, He said, "But, some people say they don't like it." And he waved his hand with her. And, some people say they do. And, he said, "I'm probably going to cut it." I said, "If you like your beard, why would you cut it?" I said, "You got to live your life for you." And I said, "First of all, I love it." I said, "Not only that, I think it brings out this strength about yourself, and it makes you look so strong and more wiser and more intelligent. And not only that, you're covered in all of this cold." I said, "Now during the summertime, I could see if you want to cut it a little bit, all that hair and stuff on your face. You might not like." He said, "Yeah, the summertime, whenever hair grows on my face, it irritates me." I said, "Okay." I said, "But how does it irritate you now? It's winter." He said, "No, I like it." He said, "It saved me yesterday," or whatever, like I was telling you. He said, "It saved me yesterday. Oh, it made me, my face feel warm, or whatever." But I said, "So don't cut your beard. Block out naysayers. Ignore other people's opinions." I said, "As long as you," and this man is over in his 60s, okay? But this is how other people's opinions can affect people's confidence. You understand what I'm telling you? And I said, as long as we live in this world, God, that sun is so beautiful. I can feel the warmness of the sun. It's cold out here. My hands cold, face cold. I can feel the warmness. I'm standing right at the sun, shining right on me. And I can feel the warmness on my face and my hands. It feels so good. Thank you, Father. But I said, as long as we live in this world, don't you know there are going to be people who don't like something about you? There is always going to be people who don't like something about you. I said, and do you know that sometimes people will criticize you about something you love about yourself and make you feel insecure about wearing a thing or having a thing or doing a thing? They will criticize you because they are jealous of you. Not everybody. Some people just don't like your flavor. They just don't like your style. That's fine. Because why? We all different. But there are some people who will put their mouths on you and play little games with your head, knowing that they admire that thing about you, but they can't do it. And I told him a story. I said, I knew this guy once. He was trying to grow a beard in for the longest. And he would get these little spots up here, spots down there, and it would never connect. And he would say, I can't get my SHIT to connect for nothing. He would say this to me and in private sometimes. But when he would come around other guys who were growing there, I think sometimes y'all men call the one straight around here is a gold tee or something like that, whatever y'all call that. And then there's some who got the thing around here and it goes straight up and it all connects. He would criticize. He'd be like, oh man, y'all, he would crack jokes on other guys who had their stuff connecting, and he had his little spot up stuff right here. And I said, "You jealous of them?" And he be like, "Nah, it ain't." You know, that's technically what it was. He ain't compliment her. You know what I'm saying? I don't think men really compliment each other like how we women do. We women are compliment everything about another woman, but I don't think men, they go into details. But you can give your brother a compliment rather than criticizing, making him feel bad about something you like about him. There's nothing wrong with giving him a compliment. But there are some men, he was criticizing these other men the way they thing was connected and grown in because he was jealous of theirs. He wanted his to connect like that, and it wouldn't, his wasn't growing in like that. And so I shared that story with my older brother up here, and I said, whatever you like, you keep it. I said, if you like your beard, don't cut it. It don't matter what the people on Facebook say. There's always going to be somebody who likes something, people who like something about you, and people who don't. I said, this right here, and then I pointed at her. I said, this right here is a prime example. And she was just standing there being quiet. I said, this is a prime example. You like your beard. I like your beard. And she comes up and she doesn't like your beard. Don't let that make you insecure. It's all about what you like. Even if I didn't like your beard, you like it. But I said it looks nice on you. And everybody might not tell you that. It looks really, really nice on you. So don't cut your beard, baby. And I left. And he said, when I was walking out, he said, thank you so much. He said, I appreciate your honest review and everything you just poured in. He said, I really appreciate that. I'm going to let it grow on out. Like I say, this is an older gentleman. But it's just people can just be so mean sometimes and break your spirit if you give yourself over to the opinions of other people. There are going to be people who do not like everything about you, and it's okay. Some people would just realize we're just two different people. You still can be, some people can still be friends, and oh, I like this and this person doesn't like that. That's fine. But then there are some people, they don't like stuff about you and they become envious of it. They become jealous of it. They become very negative and mean spirited and cruel, and they can't tell you nothing positive. Close your ear to them kind. They don't deserve to have access to you. What you think about yourself and what matters to you is all that matters. I got people, there were people when I started growing out locks. There were people who told all kind of negative stuff when I inquired before I grew out. Like, oh, you shouldn't do this. Oh, you shouldn't cut your pretty hair. You got such long hair. I've had long hair my whole life. I've worn weaves before. I've worn Sony's before. But then when I cut all my hair off and I started growing locks, there were people who had opinions about that. Oh, I can't believe you did this. Oh, I can't believe you did that. And as the locks continues to grow, there were some people who didn't even know me, especially on this platform, who watched me from afar. Oh, you should change your hair up. I like changing my hair up sometimes. They'll start making comments like that. First of all, I ain't asked you nothing about your hair. Keep your opinion to yourself. Change it up, change it up. You don't got to mention it around me. See, they think something about your hair. When I've had females that will watch you and they be like, I like changing my hair up sometimes. I like doing this. Well, change your hair up, baby. I done been there, done that. I've been doing it my whole life. I've always had long hair my whole life. And anybody that know me, can vouch for that. I've changed up to many different styles. I've worn wigs before. I've worn weaves before. I'm over that. I appreciate everything God give me now. I like this natural hair. It keeps growing. This is just me though. Everybody don't like that. So because I know everybody don't like that, I'm not going to try to force everybody to do what I do. I'm going to do what I do and walk confident in what I do and love what I do because I like it. Not because nobody told me to do it. And I'm not going to stop wearing my hair like this. I'm not going to go back to cut my natural hair and go back to putting relaxers in because there are people who don't like it. I have to like it. I have to lay down and wake up with this hair. Not nobody else, but there were people who tried to break my spirit. There were females who were watching me from afar. There's some females that'll tell you, and even some men, you got some men that think they walking in masculine energy, but they walking in feminine energy. You have some men that'll tell you, oh, you need to get some eyelashes on. I saw this brother tell this girl one time that she need to go and pay somebody to give about $300 to get some fake eyelashes. But then he claimed to be a man of God. Why can't she appreciate the ones that God give her, the eyelash God give her, and just enhance those? See, but that's just my opinion. Everybody got their own opinion. If you want to go and get you some, that's fine, as long as that's what you like for you. I don't want that because I don't like that. I never liked that. You see? Now, if I'm playing a character or something in a movie or something and I'm doing that, then I'm fitting that character's part. That's different. That's work. But personally wise, you never going to see me with those fake things on my eyelash. Not because I look down on nobody else, because for me, I don't like them. And I'm not going to try to break nobody else's confidence who like that. I'm going to mind my own business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But don't put your mouth on me. Because when you try to come and try to make me feel bad for not being like you, then you might get a clap back and you might hear some things that you don't like. See, people can dish out stuff. They don't care how their words make you feel. They will dish out stuff at you, and then when you rebound that, when you hit that back, because that, I'm not going to accept that. When you hit the ball back in their own field, they don't like it, because they feel like, some people feel like they have a right to talk down to other people or look down on other people. You don't have a right to do that. So anyway, I just wanted to share that because that really just got under my skin. Observing that, to see how this old negative lady try to come and break this man's spirit about his beard, when first of all he never asked her for her opinion. See what I'm saying? He never asked her for her opinion, and he was glad that I said what I said. But what you think for yourself and what you like about yourself, that's what's going to carry. That's the greatest opinion. Your opinion about you is greater than it. It carries more weight than what anybody else got to think or have to say about you. And when we get to the place that we don't give a darn about what other people think or say, because people always going to have an opinion. We all got them, right? When you get to the place where you don't care, there going to be some people don't like that. They don't like that they can't say nothing to break your confidence. They don't like that they can't say nothing to break your spirit. They don't like that you walking in such confidence about yourself, even if it ain't got nothing to do with them. See what I'm saying? That's when you get that them controlling spirits on people. But you got to keep sidestepping, to keep moving around them. They don't like that. Then they'll call you, oh, you too prideful, or you arrogant. No, the Bible said, cast not away your confidence. I ain't neither one of them. I'm confident. I'm confident in who God created me to be. I'm confident in knowing that God got my back. I'm confident in knowing that he's pleased with me because I walk uprightly, and the way I carry myself is not in a way that's displeasing to my Father, even if you don't like it. So anyway, that's just my little 2 cents. Overcoming the bondage of other people's opinion. I think I might label this part 2, because I already did a video overcoming the bondage of other people's opinion. When you get to that point when you don't care what people think, baby, you have overcome being in bondage by what other people think about you. Because if you walk around caring what other people think about you, especially the ones that don't mean you know well, they're gonna always see how they can break your confidence and break you down with their words. When they can do that, then you're in bondage. You in bondage by what somebody else think about you, or somebody who ain't even paying your bills, or somebody who don't even lay down with you in the bed at night, but somebody who don't even be at home with you, helping you complete daily tasks. You in bondage about what somebody you don't even know you like that think about you. And when you get to the point where you don't care what people think, you have overcome the bondage of other people's opinion, and stay there. Don't come back down. See, when you get good brothers and sisters in your life who mean you well, they may sharpen you up a little bit, because there's things about all of us we can grow and learn, but they ain't gonna try to break your spirit. They will rub off on you in a good way. They will make suggestions to you, and then you can analyze those suggestions and see, okay, I see what you're trying to tell me. Maybe I'm doing this a little bit too much, or maybe I need to come out of this little comfort zone and step over here. You know what I'm saying? They'll do it in love. But see, when you get people who ain't got that love in their heart, they can't stand you. They got that envy in them, and they say things to break you rather than to help lift your spirit up. They don't really like you. But anyway, have a blessed day. I got to get off here now. I love you. Overcome the bondage of other people's opinion. God bless you. Keep walking strong. Your thoughts are greater for you than the thoughts of another. And if nobody told you that they love you today, you already know. Your little country bunkin' sister loves you. I got your back. We 10 toes down out here together. Let's keep walking strong, keeping these devils under our feet.